What is going on, guys? We're going to get into the trading very quickly, but before we do, if you want to be in for a chance of winning £80 worth of FIFA points on the 16th of October, send me a screenshot showing you're subscribed over on Instagram and you'll be entered in. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So firstly, I'm going to hit you with a really simple one, guys. We're going to go over to League One and we're going to go to Argentina. Now, if you have a look at this, you've got Medina, you've got Tagliafico, you've got Bellarati. Let's have a look who else we've got here. I think it's just those three. So what you've got is, realistically, it's for the hybrid leagues, hybrid nations, that sort of stuff. You've got a very good set of filters. Now, you probably want to go gold rare, because as you can see, the non-rares don't really help. So looking at this, 2.5, looking at the lower end of things, so quite easy to make profit off this one here. We're going to do 4 filters today. So this is number 1, in at the budget of around 2k. So quite a decent budget to start off with. We're not going to go too much lower than that, and we do have some higher ones as well for those of you with more coins. So scrolling along, not looking too bad there. So 2.4 seems to be the point we can sell him on for. So we're going to snipe at around 2.2 because EA tax on that is 120 coins. So at 2.2 we'd make 80. So actually we'll go to 2.1, and straight away we've got one and another one and another one. Oh right, that would have been baby a triple to 400. Not too bad. To be fair, straight off the bat, getting 2 quick succession snipes is not something I'm going to complain about. Let's have a look. So let's go on to the next one. I don't want to spend too much time on this. We'll snipe again. We'll see if we can get Tagliafico maybe, but to be fair, picking up 2 straight away kind of shows how easy this filter is, so we don't need to talk too much more on this one. We'll see if we can get one more little snipe in there, and then we will move on to the next sniping filter. Now guys, I'm going to be doing double or triple uploads every single day from now until Christmas. If you guys do enjoy the videos, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. It is all the support I need from you guys. You show a ton already, but if you could drop a like down below and subscribe, that would mean the world. So last attempt at a snipe. Right, we're going to move on to the next filter. So swiftly we're moving over to Silver Rare, Spanish and Premier League. Now I actually find silver methods are actually a little bit easier to sell on at the minute. Now on this one, we've got the likes of Manquillo, we've got Gomez, and who else have we got here? Is it just these 2 boys? So we've got a Newcastle who boo, and then we've got Man City who I'm a fan of purely because of Haaland right now. So let's have a look. So 2.7, not too much there. Let's have a look where we go for the 2.2s. There's a couple cards here, 2.2s, 1.9s. So what are they actually selling for? It's kind of what we're trying to work out here. Roughly, I'd say you're easily going to sell these on for 2.1. Now, there's quite a few at 2, so we're going to sell ours on at 2, but you could definitely push a few extra coins out of there. Now, EA tax on that is 100 coins, which means at 1.8, we're going to be pretty happy with our profits. So we've got these guys here at 1.8. Now, what I would say for this filter specifically, let's set the max price to about 1.4 and see what we can do. I reckon if we bid on all of these, and we come back later, I reckon we'll get a couple. What I will do is if we win a fair amount, I'll pop it in the video tomorrow. But this is obviously just, you know, it's a quick attempt to get these. I'm not suggesting that we're going to get every single one, and there isn't a ton on the market. But we're going to go for a snipe before we do move on. Let's have a look. 1.8. Can we just have a 1.7? There's too many 1.8. I want a 1.7. If we can get one, that would be very, very nice. And if we don't, I'm going to pretend it's because the market's not active right now. I am sniping at a very odd time, guys. So bear that in mind. It is a weird time for me to be on the market, but hopefully it's not a weird time for everyone else. So let's see if we can grab one of these bad boys before moving on. If we can't, don't worry. I'm sure you guys can. It's obviously my issue, not yours, but we got one anyway because we're bloody brilliant. So we're going to pop that up for 2k, and then we're going to move on to the next one. So going back to the Argentinians. Now this one's interesting because you've got Martinez, and then off the top of my head I can't remember his name, but there's a guy from Spurs as well. Romero, there you go. That was easy. Now these 2 actually aren't too bad in game to my knowledge. I think they're quite reasonable cards. If you actually look at Martinez, he probably fits what is the meta for a centre back this year, because you don't really need as much pace, and the physical and defending really do help. But these guys are still pretty low in value, so 1.5k isn't really a lot for these guys, which I do think will raise. I think there's going to be SBCs to rise them, and I also think maybe they'll rise just because the usability of their cards. But right now, 1.5, really easy budget. And what we can do, we'll have a look at the bidding option first. I like the idea of having a look at the bidding for more than one filter. So if we go 800 on a couple of these, I do think we can probably win a couple. I think with bidding, what you do have to realize is if you're the first bid, a lot of the time you might not necessarily win. But looking at how many of these that we've got the first bid on and how unpopular these two guys might be, this could be the big way to go. But we're going to move over obviously to the sniping side of things. Now looking at how much they sell for, what we got, 1.5 guarantee. And there's a couple there at 1.5, so we'll sell it at 1.5. EA tax is 75 coins, so here we're going to make 125 coins a card if it doesn't break again. Let's have a look. So 125 coins a card. What have we got? Oh, we've got a very slow search. That's what we've got. We're not impressed with this, boys. This is not the big dub we were looking for. No, this is not good. This is not good at all. Right, let's have a look. Can we go again? Ah, it's not the one, is it? It's not the one. Either, I don't know if this is the market being slow or my Xbox, but I feel like my Wi-Fi is fine. I'm going to have to blame this on the Xbox servers. Ah, we've got a little loading mark. Right, let's back out. Go back in and hope. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Maybe there was a problem with the Wi-Fi there because that was a bit weird. Okay, yeah, so it's gone back into a more quicker search mode. Let's have a look. Can we more quicker? I can't even speak English. Right, we're gonna do we hit it with a 10 count? Yeah, is it ready? Maybe 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. Now, what we're going to move on to is a bit of a higher budget filter. Now, some of you are probably going to be shocked at the budget of this one. We're going to go for special centre backs, and we are going to be looking at Brazilian. Now, obviously, we're going to set the minimum to 20k to get rid of any of those cards that come up in the weirder new special cards they've got. Now, we're left with Marquinhos, we've got Lucio, and we've got even some Carlos Alberto's, and other icons there as well. Now, realistically, are we going to be getting the icons as much? Probably not. The icons probably won't show their faces very much, but the fact that they're available is a big deal in my eyes. I think that makes this filter a little bit more desirable because you've got big potential to get very lucky. Now, how much is Marquinhos going for right now? We're looking at about 220k. EA tax on that, 10%, 22k, half that's 11. But what we want to do is we want to snipe him at 200k. Now, are we going to be able to get this one easily? Maybe not, but we're going to grind it out. We're going to see what we can do. Because for 200,000 coins, if we can pick him up for 190, 180, that's an instant 20, 30k profit that we've got available to ourselves. So we're going to do our best, but I am aware that obviously it's a little bit ropey in terms of the expectation of him coming up quickly. So we might have to wait a little bit while on this one for us to get a card. But hopefully we can get one quite quickly. Hopefully we can see one coming up. I mean, there was one at 110. And that one's gone, so that does show he's being listed and picked up. We can bang on some compare price, that doesn't always hurt. It's definitely not a bad way to do the filters. Now, if we don't pick up a card on this filter, I will give you another filter as an apology, because I've said I've got four filters, and if I'm not even picking up a card on one, what's the use? So we've been kicked out, we are going to do another filter. Now, the final filter is an interesting one. We've got the likes of Papin, so we've got a foot hero in, but we've also got Ben Yedder's new inform. Now, he goes for about 240k, as you can see. If we want to pick him up, we realistically want to be grabbing him for about 225, 224, and even at 224, we're only making about 6k profit, because he's going to have a 12k EA tax. So hopefully, we can get one here soon. I'm not too sure how long it will take. This might be one of them filters where you see more of a zoomed up sniping than you actually see the sniping, because I definitely think we can get one. He's a current team of the week. He's definitely a popular one, but we might have to wait on it. So hopefully it's not too much long of zoom in between me finding him and me starting searching, but you will see in a moment. So we've been kicked out, but there are your 5 filters. We've got one for higher end centre backs and one for higher end strikers, which I failed on. But you guys can prove to me that you are not as useless as me. Let me know what you get, and if you do get any good ones, drop me a message over on Instagram and I might include it in the next video, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.